so glad to have you here tonight. I'm here with my son Lucas and Miss Monero from University Elementary. And we have a very special tribute to one of my favorite authors, Tommy DePaula, who recently passed away. And we wanted to make tonight special. So we are going to read his book, Strega Nona. And this story is very special, and it's a great story. I want to first thank Scholastic Books, because they are allowing teachers to read books right now as long as we take them down by June 30th. So I do want to thank Scholastic for doing that, and I hope that Tommy is listening to us while we read. We are very happy to read this book and feel honored. This is a Caldecott winner. I was going to tell the kids about that, you guys. Kids, a Caldecott winner means that the book won a special award for the illustrations, and so we're going to try to make sure you can see the illustrations really well while we're reading, and they're really neat, so y'all pay attention to that. All right, are you ready to go? Okay, Strega Nona, here it comes. Oh, I almost forgot. I have to put on my granny glasses because I have to look like an old granny. I have to look like an old granny.
She just has to be able to read.
Yeah, actually, I have to be able to read. Okay. In a town in Calabria, a long time ago, there lived an old lady everyone called Strega Nona, which meant Grandma Witch. Although all the people in town talked about her in whispers, they all went to see her if they had any troubles. Even the priests of the convent did have a magic touch. They can see the pictures.
They can.
Okay.
All right.
She could cure a headache with oil and water and a hairpin. She made special potions for the girls who had husbands, and she was very good at getting rid of warts. But Strega Nona was getting old, and she needed someone to help her keep her little house and garden. So she put up a sign in the town square. She's looking for somebody to help her. Big Anthony, who didn't pay attention, went to see her.
Anthony,
Said Strega Nona.
you must sweep the house and wash the dishes. You must weed the garden and pick the vegetables. You must feed the goat and milk her. And you must fetch the water. For this I will give you 3 coins, a place to sleep, and food to eat. Oh, grazie.
Said Big Anthony.
The one thing you never do
Said Strega Nona.
is touch the pasta pot. It is very valuable, and I don't let anyone touch it. Oh, see, yes.
Said Big Anthony. And so the days went by. Big Anthony did his work, and Strega Nona met with the people who came to see her for headaches and husbands and warts. And Big Anthony had a nice big bed to sleep in next to the goat shed, and he had food to eat. One evening, when Big Anthony was milking the goat, he heard Strega Nona singing. Peeking in the window, he saw Strega Nona standing over the pasta pot. What was she doing? She was singing. She sang.
Bubble, bubble, pasta pot. Boil me some pasta, nice and hot. I'm hungry and it's time to sup. Boil enough pasta to fill me up.
And the pasta pot bubbled and boiled and was suddenly filled with steaming hot pasta. And Strega Nona sang.
Enough, enough, pasta pot. I have my pasta nice and hot. So simmer down my bed till I'm hungry. How wonderful.
Said Big Anthony.
That's a good boy.
And Strega Nona called Big for supper. But too bad for Big Anthony, because he didn't see Strega Nona blow 3 kisses to the magic pasta pot. And this is what happened. The next day, when Big Anthony went to the town square to fetch the water, he told everyone about the pasta pot. And naturally, everyone laughed at him because it sounded so silly. A pot that cooked all by itself.
You'd better go and confess to the priest, Big Anthony.
They said.
Such a lie!
And Big Anthony was angry, and that wasn't a very good thing to be.
I'll show them.
He said to himself.
Someday I will get the pasta pot and make it cook, and then they'll be sorry.
That day came sooner than even Big Anthony would have thought, because 2 days later, Strega Nona said to Big Anthony,
Anthony, I must go over the mountain to the next town to see my friend Strega Amelia. Sweep the house and weed the garden. Feed the goat and milk her, and for your lunch, there are some bread and cheese in the cupboard. And remember, don't touch the pasta pot. Oh, yes, Strega Nona,
said Big Anthony. But inside he was thinking,
my chance has come. Yes. There we go.
As soon as Strega Nona was out of sight, Big Anthony went inside, pulled the pasta pot off the shelf, and put it on the floor.
Now let's see if I can remember the words,
said Big Anthony. And Big Anthony sang,
Bubble, bubble, pasta pot, boil me some pasta nice and hot. I'm hungry and it's time to sup. Boil enough pasta to fill me up.
And sure enough, the pot bubbled and boiled and began to fill up with pasta.
Aha!
said Big Anthony. And he ran to the town square, jumped on the fountain, and shouted,
Everyone! Plates and platters and bowls. Strega Nona. Oh, Big Anthony has made the magic pasta pot work.
Of course, everyone laughed, but they ran home to get forks and plates and platters and bowls, and sure enough, when they got to Strega Nona's, the pasta pot was so full it was beginning to overflow. There, where is it? Big Anthony was a hero. He scooped out pasta and filled the plates and platters and bowls. There was more than enough for all the townspeople, including the priest and the sisters from the convent. And some people came back for 2 and 3 helpings. But the pot was never empty. When Big Anthony sang,
Enough, pasta pot. I have my pasta nice and hot. So sit down my pot of clay until I'm hungry another day.
but alas, he did not blow the 3 kisses. And to the applause of the crowd, Anthony took a bow. He was so busy listening to the compliments from everyone that he didn't notice the pasta pot was still bubbling and boiling until a sister from the convent said,
Oh, Big Anthony, looky!
Pasta was pouring out of the pot all over the floor of Strega Nona's house, and it was coming out of the door. He forgot to blow the 3 kisses. Big Anthony rushed in and shouted the magic words again, but the pasta pot kept bubbling. He took the pasta pot off the floor, but pasta kept pouring from it. Big Anthony grabbed a cover and put it on the pot and sat on it. But the pasta raised the cover and Big Anthony as well and spilled on the floor of Strega Nona's house.
Stop it!
Yelled Big Anthony. But the pasta did not stop, and if someone had grabbed poor Big Anthony, the pasta would have covered the pasta head. Out of the windows and through the doors came the pasta, and the pot kept right on bubbling. The townspeople began to worry. Do something,
Big Anthony!
They shouted. Big Anthony sang the magic song again, but without the 3 kisses, it did no good. By this time, the pasta was on its way down the road, and the people were running to keep ahead of it.
We must protect our town from the pasta,
shouted the mayor.
We'll get mattresses, tables, doors, anything to make a barricade.
But even when that didn't work, the pot kept bubbling and the pasta kept coming.
We are lost!
The people and the priest and the sisters of the convent began praying.
The pasta will cover our town!
And it certainly would have had Strega Nona not come home for a visit. She didn't have to look twice to know exactly what had happened. She sang the magic song and blew 3 kisses with a sputter. Oh, and with a sputter, the pot stopped boiling and the pasta came to a halt.
Oh, grazie, thank you, Strega Nona.
The people cried. But then they turned.
Bring him up, Basta!
The town shouted.
Now wait,
Said Strega Nona.
the punishment must fit the crime.
And she took a fork from a lady standing nearby and held it out to Big Anthony.
All right, Anthony, you wanted pasta from my magic pasta.
Strega Nona said.
And I want to sleep in my little bed tonight, so start eating. Oh, there's Blair. Oh, no.
No. And he did. Poor Big Anthony.
Poor guy.
I think he had a pretty bad stomachache. So, the moral of the story. What? We have there's more.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Oh,
a little picture.
there's an
I was gonna say, there's
illustration
not
there.
anymore. There's a little illustration. He's really sad and he has to sleep outside. Okay. I do want to say, I want to remind our friends at Scholastic Books, I can't talk anymore. Thank you for letting us read the story. And I do want to talk about the moral of the story. Boys and girls, obviously, Big Anthony did not listen. He did not follow directions, and he did not do what Strega Nona was telling him to do, and therefore it caused him a lot. And I think that's really important message to listen to at this time, because I know it's really, really hard right now not to be around your friends and not to go outside and play on the playgrounds and touch the playground equipment and do things like that and go to parties or, you know, go to birthday parties with friends. All of that is very hard for everyone right now. But we really do need to follow the rules, and the rules are in place for a big reason, so we can all be safe. So I just want to remind you right now, don't be like Big Anthony. Do what you're supposed to do and follow the rules and be inside and stay safe for now.
Yes.
All right, and we'll see you very, very soon. I know we will. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
When we get to all get back together. Okay. Y'all make it a great night or not. The choice is yours.